Ghana is a country with 16 regions. However, touring around it requires great work, especially since it is a country endowed with rich mineral resources like gold, cocoa, aluminium, bauxite, and salt. The tourist attraction centers in the country makes it become tedious to visit all the regions. Defying all the odds, a group of motorcyclists called Around 7 have toured the 16 regions of the country with its sole aim focusing on road safety advocacy, charity, and tourism. The lead convener and founder of the group, Daniel Ashrifie, highlights more into the motive behind this tour and how it advocates on road safety.
The first edition of Around 7 was in 2021. We call it AIS1, and then the second one was in 2022, AIS2, and the third one we just did, AIS3. So the goal is to tour Ghana in 7 days, doing road safety advocacy, doing charity, and of course, sightseeing.
Daniel Ashrifie, also known as the Motorchecker, also expressed how motorcyclists face challenges along the road when going on long-distance travel.
There was another very experienced rider, Mono, on the tour. So usually it's just me and him at the back because we have to take care of the rest. So Mono fell, I helped him come up. I fell, he helped me come up, and then he fell again. Then we were clapped for ourselves. So that's summary of day 4 of AIS3, the most challenging of all AISs. Look, at a point, we even had to send a drone to go and check the distance that was left for us and how bad or how good the road was. That should summarize that day for you. Eventually, all our water got finished. People were totally dehydrated. Everyone lost hope.
One of the motorcyclists, Ahmed Mohammed Wadrago, also shared his experience being part of the journey.
After some time, I looked in my mirror. Because I was standing, I wasn't looking in my mirror constantly. After some time, I sat down and looked in my mirror. I'm not seeing any Daryl. So I stopped for a couple of minutes, about 5 minutes. No one was coming. So immediately I started cussing. I was like, oh no, and I cussed. I can't use the words here. And I cussed. I turned around and I was going. Right where I had the instinct, I was coming and I saw Daryl lying on the floor right there. Luckily, the team had met up with him and they were around. The bike was lying down, Gerald was lying flat. I got there and I saw Gerald. I just said, oh no. I put my hand on my head. I was like, what have I done? If I had slowed down or if I had stopped, this wouldn't have happened. So I started blaming myself. I went there. Luckily, I got there. I saw Gerald. I said, Gerald. Gerald opened his eyes and I said, are you good? He said, yeah, I'm okay. He said, can you help me up? Then I held him. Then he came up and he sat. From there, I was a little relaxed, but I was still blaming myself. So I went into the galley where the bike was in front of me, sitting down and holding my head, thinking you could have done better. Because I was the road captain, I could have prevented this if I had listened to my instinct and I had stopped. So I sat there, I was like, okay. But when Gerald got up and he stood, I was like, okay, this is not as bad.
I'm counting on that.
You will. I mean, for this much.
I better, right?
Yeah.
From the streets of Accra, the team traveled during the early hours of the day and returned peacefully after 7 days without any casualties.